Hey, I want to welcome everybody to Real Life Together. Wanted to take some time to do some little drone shots out here to see what we're looking at when the water's up, know what's down there. This is Monterey Park. There's the boat ramp in the top right of your screen. We're just going to kind of fly towards the back and then we'll come back out. Just kind of do a general overview of the Monterey Park area today. We'll have several videos from different areas. Tonight I'm taking off flying from the boat ramp. Didn't feel like getting the boat out tonight. As you can see how this creek just kind of winds back through there. Kind of splits, got a ditch going there to your left. The creek still winding on back. It's just amazing how different it looks with the water being down. I sure hope you're enjoying these videos. Of course, the general cliche, hey, if you like it, please subscribe, hit the notification, leave us comments. We're really trying to just get the channel going. There's that pipeline that goes across back there in the back. Not really sure where it leads to. It didn't look like it leads anywhere. I guess it goes back out there the back of Palfers. Here we're going to turn around and this is the very back of the Monterey cut. We're going to spin back around and fly back out. Just kind of look at it from a different angle. I'm going to back it up a little bit so we can see a little bit better and pan down to show that creek. You can really see how that creek just kind of winds around through there. And funny now, on the right side you've got the little ditch over there, but it's completely dry. Back it up, try to get as much of it as we can in here. Here we go, kind of coming back out. You can see where it winds, got the little jog there to the right. And y'all bear with me, this is my first time ever narrating a video, so appreciate your comments and even the snide remarks. So here we're coming back up towards the boat ramp. It'll be on your left hand side. The Monterey boat ramp, you can see how low it is right there across from it, that little high spot there, and pretty much there's just a little boat channel that goes out of there. It's not much wider than a bass boat. The ramp itself seems to be deep enough. I launched there Sunday. Today's Tuesday, August the 19th, I believe. But here we're going to fly out. We'll be on that right hand side if you were going out of Monterey. That's that one cut. You can see it gets kind of shallow back there in the back and then goes to nothing, but it's always been a good little cut, little ditch off to the side there, on each side there. Kind of goes back and just meanders on up in the trees. Alright, so here we're going to spin around out of that little cut. The boat ramp would be to the left. We're going to come out around the point there. Let's come on out, and there's the canyons would be at that top left of your screen. You can see how shallow that is right there. Even coming out, that point comes way out. And it's kind of funny because just a couple months ago, we were throwing frogs up in that brush and all those trees. This is come out of Monterey and hook to the right. When we go back, and it's got that one little cut that goes back up in there. There's that cut. It's almost completely dry. Did not realize that little ditch there to the right. It just kind of goes back there and stops in those trees and coming back out. This is probably my second favorite place to fish here on Monterey. Is going to be this little point here. Of course, normally it's got water all up in those trees, and that one little inlet there coming about in the middle of your screen. You know, got that one little ditch there at the bottom of the screen. What really surprised me is how shallow it was around that island. I guess the water is probably another foot higher, and pretty much dragging the skeg on my motor through there. This is coming around the island there. It's a whole lot bigger than what I thought it was. It's funny, I've seen the lake low before, but never really paid attention to it, especially from the air. So here we're going to spin back around. There's that high spot. And this is going to be looking back across Palfers Creek on the back side of the island there. And we're going to kind of pan around to the island. I never really paid attention to it before. That island had that little hook in the end of it. It's looking back over at Castle Boykin Ramp out on the main lake. It's funny how that island just has a couple of trees on it. Kind of pan back around a little bit and look through there and fly back and go out on the other side. Alright, this is landing the drone back at the ramp to change the battery on it so we can fly out the other side. Another good little shot there, that little creek across from it, and right there around the boat ramp. The boat ramp's still in really good shape. Do need to, when you pull in, probably pull in on that right side. Alright, here we're going to take off again and go down that left-hand bank from Monterey. That's that little inlet right there beside the boat ramp. Makes it kind of easy to find brush piles when they're sticking out a foot or two out of the water. You see that one there. Kind of pan out a little bit and look at this area real good. That's going to be the first little gut going back around from Monterey. I always knew that was flat, just never realized it was that flat back through there. Get that one little ditch that runs through there. going to be heading out towards the cut through there at the Monterey through the canyons. More like a drive-through right now. This is probably my favorite place to fish and launching at Monterey is this little cut through. When there's water through there, it just seems to be a highway sometimes for me. We'll fly out around the tip of it here. I'm going to pan up and show you Castle Boykin. It's going to be right across from the tip of that island. I guess it's not really an island right now, it's a point. It's going to be coming around the point there. Panning out, show you Castle Boykin in the main lake. It's the 147 bridge in the background on that. Coming back in and around. That's going to be the other side of the cut through. Here I'm just going to kind of pan out and show you kind of an overview of the canyons. It's amazing to see how shallow some of that is. We'll get out and fly the canyons later this week when I get the boat back out. Let's kind of fly back into Monterey here. Speed this up and bring you back into the boat ramp. Wanted to slow it up a little bit right here and just really kind of show you that this is that cut right across from the boat ramp here at Monterey. And kind of another look going back.